Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I just wanted to start a new series. I want to let you know I'm starting a new series called Twitch Tips Tuesday, where I give you guys tips on how to improve your stream, possibly even grow your following. Let's get into the first video. Okay, so first of all, you might be thinking to yourself, let's see, how could I grow my following? How could I grow my Twitch channel, right? So I got a couple of different things for you. The very first video I want to talk about in this video is I want to talk about how to talk to your chat, okay? So I go in a lot of different streamers' streams, especially smaller ones, even bigger ones, and they don't really communicate well with their chat, to their chat. So I think that's a big no-no. I think that it is important for you to talk to chat. I would almost say, as a streamer that's wanting to grow your business, to grow your stream, because it is a business, that you need to be communicating with your chat. You know, if you're reading chat, that's a great thing. But if you're not, I would totally suggest reading the chat and having conversations with these people that are in your stream. If you don't have a microphone, then that's the first thing that you should probably pick up. If that's the case, we could just be watching walkthroughs on YouTube, right? So talking to chat is super, super important. I can't tell you how, like I said, I can't tell you how many times I've been in chat where just absolutely no one's talking. I will go into a stream, no one's saying anything. Nobody's chattering in the chat, right? And it's just a guy playing a video game. Yeah, granted, it may be intense. There may be some times where it's tough to get to read chat, right? But if you're playing games that are a little bit more not as intense, you know, there's always downtimes in games that you can read chat, talk to chat if they're responding to them. So the first couple of things I want to talk about is the number one thing I would say is keep talking, even if there isn't anybody talking in chat, right? So if hey, tell people what you're doing, what your goal is in the game. Just talk about the game. You know, if you want to talk about the game, that's perfectly fine. I would 100% support that. I think that you need to. There's a lot of people who will talk about what their strategy is in the game. And that's super important. You know, a lot of people, even if nobody's talking, making sure that you're keeping that line of communication open. So if somebody does jump in and ask you why you're doing something, or maybe giving you tips on how you could do it better, you will have that opportunity to be able to communicate and connect with that person who's viewing you, right? So that's number one. Number two, I think also in the same vein, you can talk about your gameplay, but I would suggest also talking about, yourself. Talk about, stories, share experiences, talk about how your week's going. I mean, anything, really anything to keep you talking to that camera or to that stream, making sure that you are fully involved and they can get a glimpse of like maybe you as a person. If I'm in somebody's stream and I'm contemplating whether to hit that follow button or not, I like to get to know them. Now, I don't always scroll down and read the about tab. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't read the about tab very often at all, but I do sit in people's streams who talk about, give them, for example, if you were in my stream, if you're new here, I would kind of explain to you why I started streaming, what I'm all about, and what this channel is all about. What kind of games we play. Do we play with viewers or followers or even subscribers on certain days? Just having that open line of communication is very, very important, especially for new people who are popping in and out of your stream, right? So that, and then also talk about pop culture. Talk about stuff that's going on in the world. I wouldn't suggest anything, political or religious, but I mean, if that's your strategy, absolutely go for it then. It just I feel like those kind of conversations to be can be a little divisive. So I try to keep it just surface level. So talk about what's the last movie you saw, or what kind of series are you watching on Netflix, and whatnot like that. So that really keeps the chat going, even if it's just not even talking about the game. You're talking about something, and keeping that open line of communication, right? So another thing is, give opinions. Um, if you are an opinionated person, I'm a pretty opinionated person. Give your opinions on certain things, even if it's unpopular opinions. You might get a little flack for it, but even if it's unpopular opinions, give those opinions and give them to them. Give those opinions out confidently. So uh, it's important for you to make sure that you are talking to chat. I mean, that's what it comes down to. It all boils down to that. Whether that be you giving an unpopular opinion, or you talking about your day, you're talking about pop culture, you talking about the game, making sure that you are saying things, even when some like nobody is talking in your chat. I can't get that through. I'm trying to like drive that point home, is making sure that you are talking to chat, um, even if it feels like you're talking to yourself. Another thing, a suggestion I suggest is turn off the viewer count. If you're gonna stream, there's a lot of times where it can be discouraging. Like chat, viewers can see when you are discouraged, whether you know it or not. Um, they can hear it in your voice, or they can see it in your webcam. Like they can see if you're discouraged, and it's not a cool thing to be a part of. I think that turning off your viewers count on Streamlabs or whatever is vitally important, because then you'll keep the same level of excitement, entertainment going, even if you have one viewer, right? So I would suggest turning that viewer count off. So making sure that we find our niche, our style of how we present our brand to people. That's very, very important. For me, when you follow, you enlist in the army, general's army, and that's kind of what kind of it comes from. So it's just a little niche thing. It's a little branding style, and I'm gonna keep that probably for the rest of my life. It's important for you to find the same thing. Um, making sure that you are branding yourself, and talking to chat as if that's your brand. So another thing is always be watching the chat. I know sometimes gameplay can be intense. If you are in the middle of a big fight and then all of a sudden you get raided by 150 people, uh, hey, make sure you acknowledge that raid. You're in a big fight. Keep your keep your composure, right? Acknowledge that you see people talking. If you're in the middle of a fight, say, "Hey guys, I'm gonna get to the chat right after this fight." You don't have to stop what you're doing or read chat. It's important to make sure that chat is a priority, but you also don't want your gameplay to suffer as well. But I believe that chat actually is a huge priority. So all that being said, is just making sure that you are talking, even if no one's there. You are you're having conversations, even if it's with yourself. Um, People might think it's weird. You might think it's weird, but at least when somebody pops into your chat, this or your stream, that's never been there, they'll be like, "Oh man, this guy's talking." Yeah, maybe he'll respond to one of my messages, one of my chats, and that's how you grow relationships. This business is it's a business of relationships, growing relationships with people, uh, making connections, and really just trying, just growing together. You know, find you a good group of people. You know, find you make connections with people, and you're gonna find that you're gonna have very, very loyal viewers. And then I have my loyal viewers that come into my chat and just hang out the whole entire time. And I do the same thing for them if they're streamers too. I hang out in their chat as much as possible. We all do the same thing. Matter of fact, I have a Discord dedicated just for this. If you are a brand new streamer, or even if you're not a new streamer, but you're kind of a small streamer still, even if you're not, I have a Discord link down below for you to join our Discord. We are a growing community, all trying to help each other grow, and I would absolutely love for you guys to join it. So I also stream on Twitch. Don't know if you could gather that, but I stream on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to probably about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe 9 sometimes. I will, we'll see. It depends on how good I'm doing in games. I'm just kidding. No, but yes, I start at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to whenever it ends. So I would love to see you guys in there. The link for that is in the description below. Make sure you don't forget to like the video. Tell me what you think about it. If these tips have helped you, and if you are interested in seeing more of these, right? So make sure that you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, so you can keep up with all the videos that we're going to be having coming out. I'm going to start rolling videos out, you know, 2 to 3 times a week. We're going to have Twitch Tips Tuesday. We're going to have Let's Play Saturday. And we'll probably throw some reviews in there too. So I would love to see you guys on here. I would love to see the comments, but thank you so much, and we will see you in the next one.